I want you to sit up nice and tall, feet flat on the mat. Take your hands underneath your thighs, hinge back, scoop in those lower abs, and then lift your legs up so that they're parallel to the floor. Inhale a breath, and then release the legs and stretch the arms towards the toes. We're gonna hold here for 8 breaths. Bring the legs back to starting position, rest down in between, and then do 2 more sets. Have a weight anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds. Lie back so that you can take your hands underneath your lower back for a little extra support. Grab the weight between your feet and lift it up. And then scoop the knees in, hollowing out those lower abs, and then shoot the legs out. So you're gonna scoop in and out. Scoop in and out. Try for 15 to 30 reps, 3 to 4 times a week. Grab a weight anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds. Lie down on your back, bend your knees, lift them up to tabletop, stretch your arms straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna crunch your head and neck up, straighten out one leg as you twist towards the bent knee. Come back to center, don't drop your head, knees to tabletop, arms up, and then switch. Go for 8 reps of those, 3 times a week. Hinge back from the upper body, hollow out the lower abs, and float your legs up so they're parallel to the floor. Stretch your arms out, keep your shoulders down and back, keep drawing the abdominals in and up, and try and lengthen out of your spine. If you feel comfortable here, you can straighten out the legs. Engage the pelvic floor muscles, inner thighs. Sit nice and tall, hold here 5 to 15 breaths. Relax for a moment and repeat up to 5 times. I want you to bend your knees, place your feet flat on the mat, extend your left leg straight up to the ceiling, and reach your right arm up to the sky. Press your left arm into the floor, keep your hips from moving, keep everything still, only open your left leg and right arm, and then use those abdominals, squeeze to lift the leg and arm back to center. Inhale to open, exhale to squeeze. And perform 10 to 12 reps on each side. Lie down on your back, take your hands behind your head and lift your shoulders off the floor just so they're hovering. Extend your left leg straight up to the ceiling. Now lift your right leg off the floor and let it hover without moving anything. Keep those abs super tight. Make 4 circles with the left leg in one direction. Stop and reverse 4 in the opposite direction. Lower down, relax for a second, and then come up and switch to the other side and go for 3 reps total. So your shoulders are at the edge of the ball, and place your hand behind you for extra support. Feet are hip width apart. Take one hand behind the head, lift the opposite knee up. Now crunch like an oblique twist, and then lay back as you stretch your leg out. Squeeze, lift, and reach. You're gonna go for 15 reps on that side, and then switch to the other side. Lie down on your back, extend both legs straight, and then hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a nice squeeze. Now slowly drop your knee over to the left as you reach your right arm to the right. Hold for 30 seconds, come back to center, and repeat on the opposite side. Come flat onto your mat. I want you to stretch your arms overhead, point your toes back. Inhale, lift up, get as high as you can, lift your chest, stretch your arms behind you, hold for a count, and then go back down to starting position. Try for 6 to 8 reps of those, 3 to 4 times a week. Bend your knees up to a tabletop position, hollow out those lower abs. Inhale the arms back overhead. And as you exhale, come up to your teaser sit in a V. Stretch your fingers towards your toes, hollow out the lower abs, and then slowly, slowly, slowly start to scroll down through your spine. Come back to starting position and exhale back up to your teaser. Great job. Try for 15 reps of those. I want you to sit up nice and tall, feet flat on the mat. Take your hands underneath your thighs, hinge back, scoop in those lower abs, and then lift your legs up so that they're parallel to the floor. Inhale a breath, and then release the legs and stretch the arms towards the toes. We're gonna hold here for 8 breaths. Bring the legs back to starting position, rest down in between, and then do 2 more sets. Hands are under your shoulders. You're gonna extend your legs back and find that perfect plank, one straight line of energy. Now with the running man, you're just gonna drop both knees and then lift them up. Try not to disturb your plank. Keep your hips stable. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Go for about 15 to 20 of those. You'll really feel the lower abdominals. Second one is bird dog in plank. So you might be familiar with the bird dog on hands and knees. Now we're gonna try it in plank, which is a little bit more challenging. So try not to disturb your plank. Extend one arm forward, one leg back, and then switch sides. And it's very challenging to try and stay even, but give it a go and try 10 on each side. Next one is uneven plank. So you're gonna lower one forearm and keep the other arm straight plank, come up and then switch sides. And you can continue going back and forth. Again, 10 reps on each side. This next one I really like because it tones your tush as well. So we're gonna strengthen our buttocks and our core. A little hamstring curl. You're gonna pull your heel, and then release the leg straight, and then kick, and release. And again, try and keep that perfect plank, abs scooped in, shoulders down and back, and the ribs drawn together. So you wanna go for about 8 to 10 on each side. And the last variation is to take the feet really wide and the hands together, and you'll feel your inner thighs, pelvic floor, lower abs even more. And you'll just hold this for a good 60 seconds. And then you'll really feel your body burning. Make sure you breathe. Keep those abs held in. Step with your feet hip width apart. Make sure your feet are directly forward. Cross your hands over your chest. Pull your lower abdominals in and up. Really keep that belly button tight to the spine. Squat down as deep as you can. Buttocks back over the heels. Scoop in your abs, press through the heels, and come back up to stand. Try 5 sets of 5 reps.